Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our NIEBS home school. My dear students, hope you are all well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am Shanjida Rahman, assistant teacher of National Ideal English Version School, day shift. Today I am going to take a science class for the student of class 6. Our today's topic is chapter 9, creative question 2 and 3, and our term is half yearly, lecture number 21, homework number 16. And my teacher name is Shanjida Rahman and my mobile number is this. In our previous class, we discussed chapter 9, and the name of our chapter 9 is Phenomenon of Light. In this chapter, at first we read this chapter and discuss about the topic of this chapter, and we also discuss creative question number 1. And now today we will discuss creative question number 2 and 3. Let's start our class. In our creative question number 2, the question is, two mirrors are combined at right angle. A light ray is falling at first mirror, making an angle of 20 degree with it. Here a mirror, this is a mirror, and light ray is falling on the first mirror. There are two mirrors, first one and this is second, and light is falling on the mirror at 20 degree angle. Now we will discuss the question. Question number A, what is called reflection? Number B, write down the principles of reflection. Number C, draw the reflection ray from the second mirror. Number D, if the two mirrors are kept parallel to each other, what type of reflection will occur, and explain why it will occur. So this is your here is the step and there is the question, and now we will read the answer. Number A, what is called reflection? Answer, when a light ray is obstructed and returned from a plane surface at the same angle through which it entered, it is called reflection of light. So when the light is obstructed and it can return back in the same angle, which angle it was fall, it is called reflection of light. Number B, question, write down the principle of reflection. The principles of reflection are, the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. So if the ray came into 20 degree angle, then it will be reflected also in 20 degree angle. Number 2, the direction of the ray of incidence is just opposite to the direction of the ray of emergence. So in which direction the light fall on the mirror, it will be reflected in the opposite direction. So number C, draw the reflection ray from the second mirror. Here is the reflection. At first the light ray came in the first mirror at 20 degree angle, then it will be reflected at 20 degree angle and fall on the second mirror. Then it will be again reflected. But when it is reflected, the reflected light came from the first mirror and fall on the second mirror, it created 70 degree angle, then it will again reflected into the 70 degree angle. The reflection ray from the second mirror, it is called the reflection ray of the second mirror. Question D, if the two mirrors are kept parallel to each other, what type of reflection will occur, and explain why it will occur. Answer, in the figure, two mirrors A and B, AB and CD are placed face to face, standing parallel to each other. In this picture you see there is a picture, and here AB is in one mirror and CD is another mirror. These two mirrors are parallel to each other and they placed in the same direction, facing standing parallel to each other. P is an object. Here you see there is a P object between the two mirrors. The light coming from the P will be reflected multiple times as shown in the figure. This kind of reflection is called multiple reflection. A numerous number of images will be formed here. So here there is a two mirror AB and CD. These two mirrors are standing in the parallel position, and P is a object. When the light ray came from the P object and it fall in the AB mirror, then again it will be reflected into CD mirror, and again it will be reflected into AB mirror, and then again the reflection go to the CD mirror. In this process multiple reflection will be created. That's why it is called multiple reflection, and a numerous number of images will be formed here in these two mirrors. Now we will discuss creative question number 3. Our question, there is a picture and we see here in figure number A, there is a torch and light ray coming in the smooth surface. Here is a smooth surface, the light ray fall in the smooth surface, then it will be again reflected. And in the figure number B, we see this surface area is not smooth and it is a rough surface, and the light ray fall in this rough surface area, and then it will be go in the reflection is go in the different direction. It is not in the same direction. So at first we read the question A. Which type of reflection occurs from a polished solid surface? B. Why do non-luminous objects look black? Number C. Write down the uses of reflection shown in the figure. B. D. How is a periscope made? By using the process shown in the figure A. Explain. So question answer A. Which type of reflection occurs from a polished solid surface? Answer. Regular reflection of light occurs from a polished solid surface. So we know that when the surface area is smooth, then the reflection also be same and in the opposite direction. Why do non-luminous objects look black? The answer. Non-luminous objects do not have their own light. So non-luminous objects absorb all the light when the light falls on them. This is why such objects look black. So non-luminous things look black because it absorbs all the lights, that's why it looks black. Number C. Question. Write down the uses of reflection shown in the figure B. So uses of the reflection in the figure B, scattered reflection of light is shown. The uses of this reflection are given below. For scattered reflection, sunlight falls on different places rather than one single place. Number 2. Sometime after sunrise and before sunset, we get some light due to scattered reflection of light. Number 3. We can see different objects around us due to the scattered reflection of light in the rough surface. Question D. How a periscope made by using the process shown in the figure A. Explain. Number D answer. By completing the process A in the stem, here the light ray reflects at the same angle at which it was incident. That means the light fall in this angle and it will be again reflected in the same angle. Therefore, the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Here, regular reflection of light is occurred, which is a similar characteristic of plane mirror. That's why the mirror in the stem is plane mirror. On the other hand, by using reflection of light, periscope is made, and for this purpose two plane mirrors are needed. Here light reflects from the first mirror to the second mirror. When light rays fall into our eyes after reflecting from the second mirror, we can see that object which is not directly seen. So from the discussion above, the plane mirror in the stem can be used for making a periscope. Here this plane mirror, this is a plane mirror, it can be used for making a periscope, but this rough surface mirror cannot be used to make a periscope. So in this way we can make a periscope after using a plane mirror, after using two plane mirror. So in this process we can make a periscope. My dear students, I hope you can understand these two question answer and hope you will study at your home properly. And the homework for our next class is homework number 16, creative question 3. My dear students, I hope that you will submit your homework properly. Until then, keep well. Assalamu alaikum.